My name is Paul Smith. I'm the Executive Director of the Rental Housing Association here in Utah. Today's Rental Housing Minute is about rent control. You may have noticed this week that the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has come out for a national rent control law. This law, he says, would require owners of 50-unit communities or larger to increase rents no more than 5% per year, or risk losing the benefits that they get from real estate, such as depreciation. Now, this proposal would have to be approved by Congress, so it's still a long way from proposal to anything that we really have to worry about. However, it's very concerning that the federal government in the last 4 years has just in unprecedented ways interfered with what has traditionally been a state issue, and that's landlord-tenant law. They've interfered with HUD guidances. They've interfered with creating goals for renters' bills of rights and such things. So we obviously oppose rent control. Most places rent control is tried. It's failed spectacularly. Now, to be fair, it does help a small number of people, but it actually distorts the market and hurts other renters. It creates, because there's no way to pass on increased expenses, it creates deferred maintenance. Owners in jurisdictions with rent control often don't upgrade or even maintain properties. And it absolutely leads to less construction and less inventory. So ultimately, it causes more harm than good. For some people, they say, well, it just seems reasonable to cap rents. Well, markets deal with rents. And what if expenses go up 10% a year and rents are only allowed to go up 5%? Those kinds of things we need to allow to be governed by markets. So about 50%, according to the president and the White House, of rental units in the United States are in buildings that would be covered by this law, 50 units or more. According to other sources, it's more like only a third of units. So it really is kind of picking on corporate landlords, on the big professionals, and allowing rent controls not to go into effect or to cover small units. Regardless of what happens, we oppose rent control. For more information, go to the NAA website, search NAA position on rent control, and there's lots of information. And if you haven't given to the NAA PAC, also search the NAA PAC and please give to help our National Apartment Association have the funds and resources to continue to fight national rent control. Thank you and have a great weekend. Done.